Alright guys, in today's episode we're going to be giving away one custom printed Molotov cocktail bottle. All you have to do to have a chance to win this is comment down below, make sure you guys like on the video, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. We'll be giving that away in next week's episode. Okay guys, welcome back to episode 3 of building the Battle of the Bulge in Lego. So today what we're going to be working on is I'm going to get this completely covered over with white, and we're going to start looking at some of your guys' drawings and submissions when I asked in episode 1 about what I should build on this battlefield. So we're going to take a look at those once we get this completely plated over. So let's get it all whited out, then get kind of a blank slate to work on. Then we can start taking some bricks and kind of marking things. Where do we want foxholes? Where do we want trees? Where do we want potential buildings? Where do we want craters and explosions, vehicles, all that good stuff? We can mark that out once we get this over, covered over with white plates. So what I'm basically going to be doing for the next couple hours is I'm going to be taking all of this filler brick from the old Vietnam mock series. If you haven't seen that, check that out on my channel. But we're going to be taking all those old bricks, putting them underneath here. Then we're going to be taking a lot of 4x6 plates and just covering this over. So I've talked about this plenty enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and get to it, probably jump into some time-lapse footage of me doing this, and I'll come back when we are done. Okay guys, so as you can see, we've got this completely covered over. I hope you guys enjoyed the time-lapse footage. This took a while, and basically what I had to do was find a bunch of 2x2 bricks. I made like a grid pattern. You might have kind of saw that in some of the last clips. And then I found as many white plates as I could and put them on top here. And I wanted to show you just what I mean by kind of a grid pattern if you guys aren't aware. Basically, this way you can take a 4x6 plate, put it on there, and it's supported on all 4 corners, and you can just keep doing that, and it's pretty easy to build once you get all those kind of pillars in position, and you can just keep covering it up like so. And obviously there'll be some weird spots that you got to fill in, but it gets the job done, and I think it's a very easy building technique. I've been using it for probably 6 years, I want to say. So I've been using that technique for a while. It's just easy to raise plates up, but as you can see, it's a total whiteout effect with this camera. Just a lot of white, and I'm really excited to start laying it out. So I just wanted to keep that open for you guys to show you how I built this, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover that up. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start kind of planning things out and just kind of brainstorming. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish that up, clear this off, and we're gonna come back on the tripod. Alright guys, so I don't know if you guys can see this too well, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. So basically we have 2 submissions through Instagram from some fans that sent these in. I told you guys in episode 1 to send in submissions through Instagram. Send me kind of a quick sketch of what you think I should do in the Battle of the Bulge. We're going to go over 4 in this episode. We're going to do these 2, then I'm going to cut and bring up 2 more. So let's start with these 2. So starting with the left here, we have kind of an American building, he says, up in the top left. I'm actually going to switch this to manual focus. There we go. So we got an American building up there. He looks like he says a small tent up there for like a headquarters. We've got like a Sherman tank coming in there with some foxholes. All those squares he says are foxholes. We got like different fallen trees and different trees. Lots of barbed wire it looks like. Then we have a tiger tank over there. Some sort of German building and then American building over there. And then he has a, I think that says, I don't know what that says. Another tank up there of some kind. And then different artilleries in the back. So I really like that idea. I don't know if I like the open in the middle. I might make that a little more dense, but I definitely like having the kind of split sides between having Germans and Americans. I think that's the right way to do it. Over here on the right, we have another one here, and once again, he has, let's see, on the left side, actually, he has the Germans. So on this one, he has left American, right German, and then we have over here, we have German on the left. It looks like we have some sort of access road there with fences and different craters with soldiers in them. Then we have different like ruined buildings and whatnot, and then we have that, I like that detail actually, a frozen lake. That's kind of cool. And then we have a bunch of different tanks coming in. We have kind of a tent as a hospital, he says, and then a larger house of some kind. So they're kind of using the house as cover for the hospital. I do like that concept as well. So what I'm thinking, and let's go over the other 2 first, and then I'm going to pan down to the actual mock, and I'm going to show you guys what I think we're going to do. But I really appreciate all you guys for submitting these, and let's go ahead and look at 2 more. Okay, we got 2 more loaded up here. These are a little bit different, which I like. I like variety, so thank you once again for you guys submitting these. So let's start with the left one once again. So I think, do I have this picture upside down? No, I don't. It's supposed to be vertical, but basically it looks like we have on the left, we have Sherman, so he has it actually color-coded. Blue is Sherman, let's see, yellow is a tiger, or no, green is a tiger. I don't know what yellow is, but basically we have different tanks coming in. We have, let's see, dead soldiers, German soldiers. So all those are German soldiers. And then it looks like we have a sniper tower of some sort in the back right. That's kind of a cool idea. And then we have all of these, it looks like all the red is machine gun posts, like potentially foxholes. Or no, yeah, then it looks like all the blank squares are foxholes, and then in the center here it looks like he has a bunch of dead soldiers. So very interesting idea. Once again, I want to have kind of a dense forest in the middle. I don't know if I like the idea of having kind of open, and I know a lot of you guys I think I might have mentioned that because a lot of you guys have been sending submissions with really open centers, and we can go to the next one here. So it looks like we have a foxhole here. And then we got different houses on both sides. Actually, that's cool. I haven't seen one yet. That's a half track, or he says an armored vehicle, but he drew it. I know that for a fact is a half track. That's pretty cool. And then it looks like we have a Sherman there, some different wheelies, Jeeps. Looks like either a Panzer or a Tiger tank over there. Once again, a lot of trees. So all kind of using the similar what do I want to say? Similar ideas, which is great. So I'm going to go ahead and point you guys down at the actual mock that we have going on. I'm going to show you some vehicles, going to show you some figures, and let's kind of figure out what I want to do. All right, guys, now we're looking at my mock here, and what I'm thinking we're going to do, I don't know how I'm going to lay it out just yet, but a couple things. We have a Deucenap, we have a Stuart, and we have a Sherman. I totally forgot that I sold off my Wesp tank, which would have been kind of cool to use in this mock. I know a lot of you guys want me to build Tigers and Panzer tanks, which I totally agree with you on. I'm probably going to, but once again, I want to make this mock series not a long one. It's not going to take a year to build this mock. I want this to be relatively quick, so a couple months, and I'm really going to have to get on it if I'm going to build vehicles now, because vehicles take a lot of time. But I figured, you know, I have the deuce and the half. I really don't want to use it. I'd rather this be like tanks and figures. So honestly, probably not going to use this. So I'm just going to take that off. We do have the Stuart tank and the Sherman, and the Stuart might be kind of cool because I might eventually make that a kit, and it'd be kind of cool by the end of this mock series to have that available for sale. So we might use the Stuart or the Stuart, and I just realized that's actually the M18 Hellcat. I do have the Sherman, but I think the Hellcat would be kind of cool to use in this, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, I'd have to check Google, but I'm pretty sure the Hellcat was later in the war, like 44, 45, and I'm pretty sure they used it in the Battle of the Bulge to try to take out Tigers. I'm not sure if that's true, but someone can fact check me in the comment section, but we could use that. I think that'd be really cool. But here's what I'm thinking. A lot of you guys were mentioning to put the Americans on the left side, and for whatever reason, that seems natural to me to put the Americans on the left and the Germans on the right. But for whatever reason, I want to switch it up. I want to make it harder on myself and like kind of trick my brain. We're going to put Americans on the right, Germans on the left. I think that would be really cool. It's just something different. For whatever reason, you know, all the mocks I build, I feel like D-Day, it was left to right Germans. I feel like everything I build is left to right. Like all the Americans are always on the left. I don't know why, but I want to switch it up. So we're going to have Americans on the right side. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to get tree parts ordered right away because I think it'd be cool to put trees out first, then start doing some buildings. We can easily take the trees off if they're getting in our way. But I'm thinking lots of trees. I'm thinking since I don't have a lot of German vehicles, maybe have the Germans occupying maybe 2 houses or 2 buildings, and then the Americans are patrolling up, and maybe the Germans have like snipers and machine gunners and they're trying to hold the defensive. I don't know, these are just all ideas to me. So kind of what I'm thinking is I'm going to do some sketches, I'm going to start laying things out, I'm going to start getting parts ordered, figure out what vehicles do I want, what figures do I want, all that stuff, and then next week episode I'm going to start putting trees down. I'm going to start doing layering because obviously we don't want this just flat. We're going to probably start doing foxholes and figuring that out. I probably should order some more white bricks because I really don't have a whole lot of white bricks now that I think about it. And what I do want to do, and I'll show you guys this, on the trees, I'm going to get little white studs and we can make it look like it actually snowed. And I think that'd be really cool. I'm trying to think. You guys are probably going to want some really cool figures, so I'm going to get my designer going on those as soon as possible. And I actually have a really cool surprise as far as figures go coming up soon. So that should be featured in this, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Yeah, so vehicles, I'm going to look around and see if there's any cool Tiger tank models or anything. I know there's a couple on YouTube that you can get tutorials and the instructions for free. So I'm going to look into that. I do have a German, you can't see it over there, a German artillery piece. So I do have this little artillery piece. That's not much, but you know, we could have the Germans over here. I could build a couple more of those if I really wanted to. I think that's a pack 36 or 38, something like that. Actually, that might be Russian. I'm not too sure, but we could make it German for this mock series. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead, cut to the giveaway winners. Then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you guys a quick summary of what to expect for next week's episode. All right, guys, let's go ahead and pick the winners. Make sure you guys subscribe. First of all, we're at almost 81,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. So once again, I'm just going to scroll through and I'm going to randomly pick some here, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to scroll down, let it load a couple times here. I'm going to go back up, I'm going to go down a little bit, and I'm going to go down. I'm going to keep going down. I'm going to put my finger out, and boom. Noah Budwinning. Nice start, dude. Looks like a real winner. Awesome, Noah. You are the winner. Make sure you send me an email through my website, BrickTactical.com, and I can get your prizes sorted out. But other than that, guys, let's go wrap this video up. Okay guys, once again, thank you for watching. This was episode 3 of Building the Battle of the Bulge. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to be entered in that giveaway. We'll be giving away those prizes next week's episode once again. And then make sure you guys check back every Sunday for a Battle of the Bulge episode. And then I also post every Tuesday, Thursday. If you're interested in Lego, military, minifigures, any of that stuff, make sure you guys subscribe. Click right there. I'll make it easy for you. Also, check out last week's episode 2 on Building the Bulge. I'll put a link to that right there. And then check out episode 1. I'll put a link to that right there. So if you haven't seen those, definitely go check them out. Get caught up. And once again, see you next Sunday for episode 4 of Building Battle of the Bulge in Lego.